It's good to win a game where you hold somebody to 60. I can't lie. I wanted, after the first half, I wanted to hold them in the 50s. And I thought we had a chance to do that in the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game. So I didn't like that part. But it was a choppy game, and give Coach Dumpy credit. He's an elite coach. He's one of the better coaches in our game. I'm glad to see him back on the sidelines. He's been tremendous to me as a young coach without any good reason, just that he's as great of a coach as he is, like a better guy. And so I think the world of him, and he's going to have his team playing hard and that type of thing. So I thought they made it choppy and scrappy, and it didn't have a lot of flow to the game. But to see us embrace the defensive end of the floor, especially in the first half, I was excited about that. And we got to learn to have as much energy for that as for the games where you're scoring 100 and the ball's popping around and flying around and you're making shots and getting dunks. So I was proud of some of the defense tonight, and glad that we won a game where we held somebody to a low score. There's certainly a lot of things that I didn't like, and I didn't like that we let them back in there late and weren't strong with the ball against the press at times. I didn't like our rebounding. That's the second game in a row we've been out-rebounded. I didn't think we finished some possessions. I didn't like us in transition D all the time. So, yeah, there's certainly some stuff, but as the assistant coaches told me walking in the locker room, Coach, be in the Christmas spirit and celebrate the positives, at least today in the locker room. So I'm going to be in the Christmas spirit. We had 38 deflections by the way that we statted it during the game, and we had 8 kills, which was how we quantify 3 consecutive stops in a row, and that part's really good. I think we had 6 consecutive stops to start the game. And so, there's some really good stuff. So that's what I talked about in the locker room, and that's what we're going to think about right now. But we'll watch the tape, get a day off, and try to learn from it a little bit.
Forced 25 turnovers. Is that another just reflection of the deflections and how well the intensity was on the defensive end?
Yeah. I mean, anytime you force 25, I thought, in fairness to them a little bit, they threw a couple away too. I thought they threw some pitch heads out of bounds and things that weren't there. So I don't know if we forced 25, but we did force some turnovers and had some deflections. And, again, you guys have heard me. We have to become an elite defensive team. We're working on it. I think the guys are getting a better sense of what we're trying to do defensively. And when they want to, it looks pretty dang good. I mean, from where I'm standing, especially if we can finish the possession a little bit better in terms of the contest and the rebound. But it just, again, I'm going to be relentless. I want it all the time. His gifts are just, God, they're incredible, right? You can't watch I don't care who you are. You watch that game, you see it. I mean, he keeps the ball in front, and somebody goes up to shoot. It's like that 7'1" wingspan comes out, and his instincts come out, and it's incredible. And so the thing with Daniel is the more he embraces learning how to get to the right spots and his defensive principles and his defensive positioning, the more he's going to be in position to go make all those plays because he has all the natural ability to do it. And I think he has a long way to go, and that is a compliment to him because I think his ceiling is through the dang roof. But he's getting better at a really fast rate. I mean, who he is defensively today versus 2 weeks ago, it's been a significant improvement. We haven't arrived yet, but he's improving at a fast rate, and that's really good for our team. Well, I think you look at those two, and you look at him as a 2 and a 3, right? Daniel's kind of a 2 guard, even though he's 6'6". Josh is like your prototypical small forward at the high level. And you look at those two, if they keep growing with the gifts they have, you're talking about at some point that's the best 2-3 in college basketball. That's how much I think of them. Now we ain't there yet. We ain't arrived. They're not there yet, but I do think they're capable of that. And for this team, especially when you think about losing, Rob and John, for this team, the quicker they get there, the better we are in league play. And so I am pleased with some of their improvements here over the last couple of weeks, but we still got a ways to go with both of them.
28 free throws today. You guys, I believe, have been over 15 in now 5 or 6 straight games. Is the physicality starting to get there on the offensive end? It's kind of giving you guys a little bit more margin for error when the shots aren't falling at a really high rate.
Yeah, you like to see that you're getting on. I mean, again, I'm not complaining. It was just, I like that we get to the line 28 times. That's great. But it was a strange game in that sense. There were a lot of fouls in the backcourt, and we're in the bonus early. So I don't think all of those 28 free throws are a result of us putting this incredible pressure on the rim. But, yes, we want to put more pressure on them. We want to get to the free throw line. So from a raw number standpoint, it's good to see that. I still think we have a ways to go because, again, there was some strange calls way away from the basket. Not strange, but there were some calls way away from the basket that, got us on the free throw line versus throwing it in the post and attacking the basket and that type of thing.
You've spoken on Vic's growth. He's had 8 straight games now in double-digit scoring. Are you doing something to get him involved offensively, or is he just staying aggressive out there?
I think, number one, I got to make sure him and I are okay. He's so pissed I got on his loose ball. There was a loose ball on the sideline. My nature is to dive on the damn thing. Okay, that's how I was taught, and I always went head first. But he apparently thought it was his, so I didn't see him behind me. So I maybe cost us a possession right there, which you don't like as a coach. But I'm just having fun. He looked at me so mad. I said, "Is that what I look like when I look at them when they don't dive on a loose ball?" Now I understand why they get pissed at me. But no, he just keeps coming, and we are trying to throw him the ball more. I mean, first play of the game was to throw him the ball. We are trying to get him more touches, and our guys have a lot more confidence to throw it in now than maybe they did, 2 months ago. Because they see just his development, his growth, and if he's such a gifted offensive rebounder, I think we got to get back to him crashing and getting into position because I do think as he's learning how to do other things, I don't want him to lose the gift. If that makes sense.
One more game and week until conference play starts. How important is that stretch before you play Tulane?
Every day is important. Every day, and then we're off tomorrow. They need a day off, but every day is important. It's not like this one's any more important. Every single day is important, and we got to try to maximize every day.
8 rebounds for Jeremiah. How does it feel like he's kind of progressing and learning his role on this team as the season goes on?
I thought he was good tonight. Honestly, I thought it was his best game in quite some time. I thought his mentality was good. I thought he played the right way. I thought he had the right defensive mindset, almost like a leadership role on the court, which we saw that at Louisville. I thought he was pretty damn good tonight. And you look down, 11-8, and I don't think it looked like he was trying to score. I just thought he was playing. And I think when he does that, he's at his best, and he's going to help our team. So I appreciate you asking the question because I said that to our staff. I said, Jeremiah's playing great, and I thought he had a real positive impact on the game. Yeah, it's good. I mean, like I said, it was. You look down and you still get 78, and we shot 40 and 43, but you still get 78, and we make 8 threes, 8 for 23 from 3, which is just okay. I mean, I didn't think it was our best offensive night, and to still get 78, I think that's pretty good. I don't like the 11 turnovers. You don't turn it over 11 times. I think we probably get 85 or 90. You guys have heard me say this. If we'll embrace playing the right way and doing our jobs, we can be a good offensive team because we got good offensive players.
Landers struggles tonight, 3 of 12, but really impacts the game offensively still with his assists. What does that say about his offensive game overall and his ability to kind of adjust when the shot's not falling like he wants it to?
He's an elite offensive player that's still developing as a guard. And so like the thing that we noticed this summer, we couldn't believe how well he saw the floor and how capable of a passer he is. He's still evolving of the hardest thing is to find guys that can see the floor and see the game. He has that natural, like Vic has. They have that natural ability, and then you got to kind of help them learn because they see it so well. Don't thread every needle. Don't make every tough pass. Just make the simple one. And he's starting to figure that out. And the more he does that, the better of a playmaker with the ball and decision maker of the ball he's going to be, because he's always been thought of as just kind of a shooter, and he's so much more gifted than that. And you're kind of seeing him go through that process this year. I keep telling him, when he becomes an elite defensive player, because he's very capable and he's very smart and he's working at it. And when he gets his ball skills and decision making just a touch better, then I think he can play for any. I think he can play up at that next level. I really do. I think he's that good. But he's still got work to do.
JD, 11 points, 8 rebounds today. Feel like finding your spot on this team and being able to help in a lot of different ways the past week or two?
Yes, sir. Yep. Just trying to maintain for my teammates. Every game, come in, do my job, play my principles, and just contribute in the right way for my teammates.
They had 25 turnovers a day. Dan, you had 3 steals. What was the key in that defensively for you guys?
Just coming in, staying locked in with the team. We know we can be a really good defensive team when we put our mind to it. So we all just had that same mindset to lock in on defense, and everything else will come to us.
JD, you kind of had a nice mindset going, got the offense rolling a little bit early. You guys got out to a 9-0 lead. How important was that start, kind of just being able to put that defensive pressure on the rest of the game?
Very important because, in the past, sometimes we'll start off slow. So, as the season keep going, we all got that mindset that we're not going to let that happen no more, come out strong, winning mindset, from the get-go, out the gate, we coming at them. So that was our mindset, and it will be our mindset going forward.
Dan, you had 3 blocks and all in the second half. What changed for you from the first to second half?
Coach put me on a player and said I don't want him scoring, and I just listened to Coach and just got after it with my team, and knowing we had to finish strong because we need to work better on finishing strong in the second half. So I just put my mind to it, be aggressive with my team so we can go out with a win.
Dan, Coach has been a little more animated these past 2 games on the sideline. Do you guys sense that he's kind of turning up the intensity himself the past?
Yeah, man, he's a winner. He wants to win, and he knows our potential and know how great we can be on defense and how great of a team we could be. So we look at that and see that and knows he cares. So when we just do everything for him.
And to piggyback on that, he's always like that. It's nothing new. So just want to make that clear. Coach West is always like that. Always.
100%.
Jeremiah, you had 8 rebounds, led the team today. Just speak on that. I know, every time, you might not lead in certain categories, but to lead, especially on rebound, how cool was that?
It was very cool. It just came to me. My mindset was just play free. Every time I play free, great things happen to me. And I can say that about going down the line for my teammates. So I was just playing with a free mind. And 8 rebounds came to me. So.
And one more thing I'm going to add on that. We knew they were a really good hustling team and rebounding team, so I'll say JD really attacked that and got to it on that.
What kind of free-flowing opportunities does Victor give you guys in the offense this year? It seems like you were getting him going on actions early, and then he was really cleaning up and just been really amazing with his efficiency shooting the ball in 2022.
Yeah, Vic, he's very versatile. He's always been like that, will continue to be like that. We just so grateful to have a big man like him, that can do anything. Shoot, play smart, pass, finish well. So, it's just his mindset coming into every game that he's just going to team first, 6'11" body, and he's going to do what he's got to do.
Team player, he's going to play hard every day, every practice, every game. We love that. We love that for him.
Yeah.
Ches joked that teams don't know about him yet. Like, he's not at the top of their depth chart yet, surprisingly. Do you think people will start to realize that he's a pretty good player down there?
Yeah, for sure. That's what scouting for. That's what's filmed for. Getting ready to play us. They're gonna have to talk about him.
He's gonna be a priority to look at for.
He's a problem. He's a problem.
For.
Dan, where's your comfort level at now? Like, where's your confidence? 'Cause it seems like it's growing game by game. You've seen the jumper fall a little bit more now. Like, where are you at in terms of making that full adjustment to the college game?
Yeah, from the start, I definitely had to get comfortable, but it wasn't for myself. My teammates picked me up. My teammates know my potential. My teammates know how good I can be and how comfortable I can get. So just having my team on my side picking me up really gets me going and keeps me confident. Like, all right, my teammates with me, coach talking to me, picking me up, and coach having a lot of confidence in me. Stuff like that really like gets me comfortable, and I've been getting real comfortable lately.
Blocking jumpers something natural for you, or you look pretty natural for you out like you've done it before today?
Just a hustle play. It's a hustle play.
You guys have now been over, I believe, 17 free throw attempts in 5 straight games. Really a consistent mentality out there to bring the physicality and get those easier looks. How do you guys kind of judge that throughout the season? Is there any thought process about that? Do you guys talk about that throughout the weeks, or is that just kind of your mentality? You want to make that a part of your guys' game consistent?
We do want to be aggressive as a team and work on our foul shooting a little bit more, but we want to be more aggressive as a team and get down low and get easy points.